Welcome back to IGN Live at Comic-Con, presented by the all-new LG G4. I am Max, this is Brian, and this is Tommy, Eric, and Gene from KISS.
And we all have sunglasses on.
We had to. You guys started it, and we ripped it off, and now we're just running with it.
You set examples, and we follow them.
Well, it's really the lighting that is the...
It's very bright. I mean, you guys kind of set a precedent there.
I think everyone's supposed to dress up as someone at the show, and you're Ace Ventura, so...
I'm more like a 70s cop. I don't know what my thing is.
I think you're like Men in Black.
Yeah, I'll take that.
You're Kojak with stubble.
That's high praise. That's high praise.
Yeah, high praise.
If you guys are watching at home, you can tweet at us at IGN. Use the hashtag IGN Live. We're going to be taking questions on there. You guys are here to talk about Scooby-Doo and KISS Rock and Roll Mystery.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Go ahead, Tommy.
Go ahead, Gene. You know most about this.
We do very, very few cross-branding things, and we've been around 41 years, longer than even Ace Ventura: Pet Detective has been around. And we're very careful about who we associate with. And Scooby-Doo is iconic. And so for us, it was a no-brainer. When Warner Brothers came to us and said, how'd you like to do a crazy, wacky thing? Immediately, it was like, crazy, wacky, that's our middle name. What is it? KISS meets Scooby-Doo. And despite what it says on the DVD, it's not Scooby-Doo meets KISS. It's KISS meets Scooby-Doo. Come on, sounds better.
Now, this is actually the second time you guys have hung out with Scooby and the gang.
That's right.
You first were on What's New Scooby-Doo, like that was in like 2003, right?
Very good. Before you were born, right?
That I'm new to the biz, but this is a full-on like kind of feature-length movie.
Yes, sir.
This is a tour de force, and for those of you that love comic books, you'll see homages to Jim Steranko, obviously Kirby. There's very, very intricate stuff in there. It's a story that meanders left and right. When you think you've got it figured out, all of a sudden the portals of space and time and what could be and what if opens up, and you're off into deep, sort of a wonderland of it all.
This is nuts because it looks like it's full-blown like space mystery. You've got a guitar-shaped spaceship going through portals and stuff. This is kind of a big leap from the typical Scooby-Doo thing of like an abandoned theme park and there's like a janitor who's disgruntled or something. Mm-hmm. Can you talk at all about what's the big hook here? What's the heist? What's the story? What's trying to be solved?
There is a theme park, and our quote manager, who's actually played by Doc McGee, who's actually wanting to break into the acting business. You'll see what I mean when you see this.
Oh, yeah.
Very hammy all the way. Keeps sticking his head in whenever he can. And so we're invited to kind of okay the theme park, which is going to be sort of a KISS world, if you will. And then the fun begins. It's haunted. There's a witch and spells, and then all of a sudden it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You find out that she's fake, but there's a big, there's a sort of a mystery behind the mystery, and the portals of time sort of open up, and we're off into deep space with superpowers and large, sort of planetary-sized dangers, just like in the Fantastic Four, there was Ego, the living planet. Shame on you if you don't know what I'm talking about.
You guys have a long history of being in comics. I mean, there was the original. You guys fought Dr. Doom, for God's sake.
I personally did.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I love
KISS
that.
Comics, I personally beat Dr. Doom. Damn, he turned out to be a robot, and Victor Von Doom was off in, his
You hung out with Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Mephisto in there.
13 and 14. Mephisto was in our KISS Comics. Howard the Duck was 13, 14, those two issues.
That's awesome.
Written by Gerber and so on.
So now you're in Scooby-Doo. I have kind of an issue with Scooby-Doo, and I wanted to ask you guys about this. Every episode of Scooby-Doo sort of starts off with the two main character groups splitting in half. You've got Fred and Daphne and Thelma, and Fred basically goes, I'm going to take the nice ladies, we're going to go sneak off to somewhere safe. And Scooby and Shaggy have to go to the basement where there's cheeseburgers, but there's also ghosts. And that's a kind of a bad trade-off. I feel like Fred's screwing them over here. So where does KISS fit in between these two groups? Who do you side with? Do you want cheeseburgers and ghosts, or do you want women?
I'm a Shaggy guy all the way.
love you for that.
Dogs recognize each other. See what I did there?
We had a great time doing this, though, actually making the film. We did all of our own voices in the studio last year, and we had a great time doing it. It was the first time I've ever done something like that.
Really?
Yeah. And we actually put together a song, a unique new song for this that is stuck in there too that people will be surprised to hear as well.
It's like an Easter egg inside of the movie, if you will.
Do you guys want to sing it right now?
No, we can't
that's
sing.
fine.
No, it's a surprise.
When you guys record for like a cartoon, I mean, clearly you have plenty of experience being in studios and recording stuff, but I mean, it's
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. You know, when I was a child of 4, no, actually, we've done, happy to have been associated with Fairly Odd Parents and The Simpsons and Family Guy and lots of stuff, but only the cool stuff, you know? And for us, it doesn't get more iconic and more cool than Scooby-Doo. And
Scooby's recognized around the world. And a lot of people, for those that don't know, they might think it's just a American phenomena of sorts. You know, it's been probably all of us have grown up with it, including our parents or grandparents. But it's really popular all around the world. So it's a world brand, if you will.
yeah. And I mean, it's also, I'd say, one of the more kind of rock and roll friendly cartoons out there. It's a bunch of long hairs in a van, you know, cruising around,
Riding
getting
around
in
in a
trouble.
van. I had a van when I was in high school in the 70s. The same thing. So, yeah.
Everybody I've told, you know, we're doing an animated film with Scooby-Doo. They're just like, oh my God, that's so cool, you know. And everybody thinks it's great, and everybody's looking forward to seeing it too. And we saw a preview about 2 months ago at Warner Brothers in Burbank, and it was really well done. We were really impressed and real happy with it.
And great animation. I mean, as far as
Really good.
cartoons go, the animation is phenomenal.
That's gorgeous. I mean, like it's cool you get to do this. When you do the recording stuff, it's like, is there kind of a mutual like starstruck nature that happens where you're meeting cartoon characters and they're meeting Kiss? Is it like?
no, they're just all fascinated by us.
We're fascinated by Gene.
Actually, with you in particular.
I love the way characters run in Scooby-Doo. Did they make you guys do that, or did you have to? They have
Yeah,
that
we
sort
were
of, like-
running. We had microphones, and we were running around.
And it makes that
in
steel
the
drum
studio.
noise.
Of course we did.
They just-
And
they grease it
we
up and they
climbed
put-
up on the walls like Matrix guys, and
Oh, so you guys actually did motion capture.
we did our own stunts. So when you see
we
us
did everything.
flying through space, that's us doing our own
Nice.
stunts. Yeah.
That's impressive.
I like how they hid the oxygen masks inside your makeup.
Yeah, those are Kiss oxygen masks.
So you guys have actually.
You're
guys
breathing Kiss air right now.
Yeah.
When are we not?
I'm honored.
Honestly.
I am honored by that.
So I just wanted to get some before.
You know, I
guys
have to tell you quite honestly, on the way over here, I was so excited I was going to ask myself for an autograph.
I mean, just write your name on a piece of paper and put it
Wow,
in your pocket.
somebody
Well,
said,
because
wow.
because nobody else has
Take
asked him
notes.
yet.
Really?
Did you want his
Wow.
autograph?
I'll get it later. I want Scooby-Doo's autograph because it's just him slapping a paw on something. That's pretty awesome.
That's when everybody's looking.
So I got one last question. You guys kind of famously put some of your own blood in that first pressing of the Kiss comic.
Yeah, well, it was that time of the month.
This is a family show.
Not anymore.
Are we gonna get any Kiss bodily fluids and Scooby-Doo meets Kiss?
come
That's
on.
your that's your clue.
Yeah,
Okay.
are you gonna put any? What?
Come on.
I love it. Yeah, let's see.
I'm actually bleeding now.
He is. It's true. There's blood everywhere.
We're gonna wrap this up on that note. We got to get a paramedic in here. We're gonna be at Comic-Con for the duration of Comic-Con. We're gonna be live from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock Pacific time. So stay tuned for that. Guys, thank you so much. This was an honor.
It's a pleasure to see us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.